Hey guys, it's Charlie. It's the 19th of July, Friday. I want to talk a little bit about the week I had on Wide Awake Radio. It was primarily every show we had somebody from the Gulf of Mexico area or who had visited the Gulf of Mexico and tried to gather some truth and present it to the public the best way they could. Unfortunately, it isn't going to be through the mainstream media because these paid plastic 24-hour news cycle spokesmen, pop culture spokesmen, have no interest, it seems, in presenting the facts. Everything seems to be cut into press conferences put out by the Coast Guard or sound bites released by BP themselves. But the truth is going to end up coming out regardless of what the media, regardless of what BP, regardless of what the government wants to happen. The truth is going to get out because it's going to directly affect millions and millions of people. And I realize I'm making this video on the heels of what BP claims is success in capping off and no more oil flowing into the Gulf of Mexico. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. And I'm not basing that opinion because I'm a geologist or because I have vast experience in oil rig drilling. I'm basing it on the fact that people like Matt Simmons, who was out recently, very recently, with a interview saying exactly what I'm saying. That this is a joke. This capped riser is not the issue. There's 100,000+ barrels a day spewing into the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to be told that the pressure is not going to be up to par on the riser, and we're going to be told that the casing is gone, and we're going to be told that the problem is far worse than we've been led to believe. Now, a week, a month, 2 months, a year from now, you might look at this video and say this guy was nuts, he was crazy. But, based on what I have seen, based on the people I have talked to, the Jonathan Wathen who's in that area, flying over, putting out YouTube videos, Project Gulf Impact, Matt Smith, going down there, trying to get some answers to some questions, talking to doctors on the ground saying that Corexit is lethal to human beings, finding out that they're spraying it in the air, and then having private security trying to view what he's recorded. It's a police state. I don't know how else you would describe it. It's a militarized zone in the Gulf of Mexico. Today I had Greg Hall on, and he's got a lot of YouTube videos out there where he's walking the beach and showing how the cover-up is occurring. Showing that on the public beaches, they're trucking in sand in the middle of the night, covering up the black sand, but as soon as the public beaches end, so does the cover-up attempt. It's all about maintaining normalcy in the Gulf of Mexico. Why? To drive BP stock up, perhaps? To drive the president's approval rating up, perhaps? I don't know what the reasons are behind it, but I can tell you this. The problem is far from fixed. The damage is far from being tabulated, and the danger is still as real as ever. All the stories that I've talked about, all the videos I've talked about, you can look at links at wideawakenews.com, and please continue to keep joining me on Wide Awake Radio Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. This subject is not going to leave my show anytime soon because this problem, in my opinion, is far, far from being solved. Anyway, thanks. That's all I got.